Oh boy. Next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, 3-point favorites on the road at Jacksonville. Simon, we hate taking favorites. We hate taking road favorites. We are taking the Kansas City Chiefs this week.
Yeah, and we talked about it when it was 2.5 on Sunday night. We were saying that's a good number, 2.5, 3. Little did we know, the ownership would finally wake up Monday morning, come to it, and be like, okay, let's just pay Chris Jones, give him a 1-year deal, get our guy back for that interior D line, and that's just a big deal to the identity of this team. So, we bet it. I didn't put a lot on it. The hope is I take it again here at 3 with everyone else. It's gonna be one of the more public bet games of the week. And then we get news that Kelsey is playing in this game. And this jumps up to -4, maybe -4.5. So that's one of those. I'm just trying to beat the number. I think this is a good line where you can do that. We could make this Simon Says. It's a little chalky though, so I don't want to do that. I feel like that's too easy for this show. So yeah, me and Chad, anytime we're catching Mahomes under a field goal on this show, we almost always take him. And if he's a dog, we almost always take him. So it's whenever it gets to 3.5, 4. That's when we start looking the other way, which, again, you could do in this spot. If you got 2.5, the line closes at 4, 4.5. You could try to play both spots and try to hit that middle. We just talk all the time. This Chiefs team win close games. They're not really a team that blows teams out. So very interesting number. They opened at 2.5. Ton of money came in. They moved it to 3. Now it's just sitting at 3. So definitely one of the more interesting lines of the week.
Yeah, look, I don't know how we ignore Patrick Mahomes in this spot. Evan.
Yeah.
Has done some great work.
He's just great to back after a loss.
Yeah, he's great to back after a loss. He's great to back at -3 or less, 19-6-1 against the spread.
Yeah, sounds right.
It's like that's when you get him, and people will get on Patrick Mahomes and say, oh, he doesn't always cover, but don't forget, the majority of the time Patrick Mahomes is playing, he's a pretty significant favorite. So, like, I'm looking at the numbers right now. More often than not, 68 times in his career, actually 69 now, he's been a favorite of 3.5 or higher. So that's the majority of his games. So, of course, you're going to have a hard time covering when you're always more than a field goal favorite and even higher. At -3, that's the play.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty crazy just to think how crazy week 1 is. That it's a lot of hype, a lot of noise coming into the season, and Mahomes didn't cover, Joe Burrow didn't cover, and Josh Allen didn't cover. The 3 lead guys in the AFC, they all had a rough go, and that's kind of how me and Chad, we try to make money here, is we try to take the ugly quarterback. So a great example of that for week 1.
I guess I'm actually having a hard time not making the Chiefs my executive decision.
You can do it. We need winners.
I'm not ready to. I want to go through the board a little bit. Like there's a couple other games that have piqued my interest, but
I think our fans understand that. Like, this isn't my Simon Says, but I'm telling you to grab it now, just in case if Kelsey gets cleared, this will go up to 4, 4.5.
Yes, 100%.